Hello everybody and welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things you've never watched or listened to before. And, well, you might not be able to see it from my outfit, but it's Christmas time, at least by the time you're seeing this. I'm recording this a couple of weeks in advance of Christmas because I have a lot of things to do, and if I record this too close to Christmas, you won't get this until Christmas 25. So we're doing it this week, and we're having a whole week just full of Christmas related reactions for all of you lovely people to enjoy. So how about that? I've got a long list, almost as long as Santa's. So let's get started. And the first one on the at the very top of the list is this one that I seem to have seen popping up everywhere, which is "Merry Christmas, Please Don't Call" by Bleachers. So I thought, what better place to start than something that seems to be popping up literally everywhere? Let's have a look.
Temple of your outside is the flicker of a street light. You know this moment, don't you? And time is strangely calm now, 'cause everybody's gone. It's just you and your anger. Oh, golden boy, don't act like you were kind. You're mine, but you were awful every time. So don't tell them what you told me. Don't hold me like you know me.
Okay, interesting take on it so far. So we're not at what I would consider the chorus, at least as far as I can tell. But it does a couple of things. So people at Christmas time, right? People love the old classic songs, you know, The Wizard and The Slade and Shakin' Stevens and all that jazz. And it feels like this. First of all, this video is a bit of a callback to, you know, older times when these sort of videos were more common, and also the sound of the song is quite it's not retro in the way that a lot of pop songs have been retro, but it feels almost timeless in a sense, like a lot of Christmas songs are. Although I have been very pleased over the past few years, well, I say few years, that there's been more and more modern songs getting into the list of sort of Christmas classics. I'm sure we'll talk about them more throughout the week as related songs come up. But yeah, this is a very interesting one so far, although the effect on the voice is maybe just a little bit too strong if it wasn't for the lyrics in the bottom right corner that you can't see. Okay. Well, I'm not going to re-record it because that wouldn't be very good, would it? That wouldn't be very natural, would it? So you saw my reaction to the song. The video has been pretty much what you can see on screen now, just people on a soundstage singing with fake snow. And as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, well, you might not be able to see it because I obviously have the screen smaller on my reaction, but they are the lyrics. And if the lyrics weren't there, I don't think I'd have any idea what they were talking about.
Toughest part is that we both know what happened to you, why you're out on your own. Merry Christmas, please don't call. You really left me on the line, kid, holding all your baggage. You know I'm not your father. It says welcome to your upside, all the flickers like a street light.
Okay, I really like the sort of synth undertone that came through when it sort of dropped at the start of this verse. I think that makes it less timeless and more modern. But there's nothing wrong with the song incorporating both parts. I don't think this is a Christmas party song. I think this is a reflective Christmas song in the same vein as Hurts, All I Want for Christmas is New Year's Day, which I actually really love as a song. You wouldn't put it on, if you were having a dance around the kitchen Christmas party. You probably wouldn't do that with this song either. But there's a market for melancholy, introspective Christmas pop, especially at this time of year. And this meets a very similar sort of threshold. I like the chords. It's a very odd subject for a Christmas song, and I know there's been Christmas songs that talk about things that aren't very Christmassy. Fairy Tale of New York isn't a very positive song in most ways. Like I say, the Hurt song isn't particularly positive. But this feels like, I mean, one of the lines early on was just you and your anger, but this song sounds quite, maybe angry is a bit strong, but it's certainly aggressive towards someone. Is it passive? I don't think it's quite passive aggressive. It's at least a little bit aggressive. So it's a very interesting listen. Well, yeah, that was a very interesting start to Christmas week here on the Matty Reacts channel. Like I say, I don't think I'll add it to my sort of Christmas party playlist or anything like that, but it was a really interesting song because like I say, it was quite aggressive in some ways, but it was melancholy in others. It told a real story, which some of the best Christmas songs, like I say, I mentioned earlier Fairy Tale in New York. It's one of the most popular Christmas songs around because it tells a story about something that's happening to someone at Christmas. This is kind of similar. I don't think it's quite as forthright. There's a bit more sort of allegory to it. There's a bit more metaphorical meaning to it. But it's a really, really interesting song sonically and lyrically. I thought sonically it started off as this sort of timeless old-fashioned song. It sort of dropped into this then modern synth-based song, and then right at the end it sounded particularly Christmassy. It sounded very Christmassy towards the end. You could hear the swell of the bells, and I just thought it was a really interesting song, and I hope you did too. So thank you for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.